No. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, good Sunday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Jobu's day job. And today, it's actually Sunday. What we're actually doing is we're here at Floor and Decor, basically a tile and flooring wholesaler, or I guess you could say, well, they're not really a wholesaler. You can be a customer, just a regular customer, and go in. The thing I love is they've got tons and tons of choices. They've got every kind of tool imaginable that you need to put down tile or flooring and so on. They have such a wide selection of so many different things that you can literally go crazy in here. And so a lot of times I'll come here as a contractor. You actually have a contractor's account where you'll get some benefits and things like that. Like you can take out samples of whatever, no charge. So it's great for contractor if you're trying to do a job and you want to take some different pieces to look at different sites. They also, too, will have a lot of discontinued or sale items and things like that where you can get really, really good stuff. We're getting actually today some of the laminate flooring. Laminate flooring has evolved. In fact, from what I'd put down probably about 14, 15 years ago, that second generation, the very first generation was actually a glue together, where it basically was a tongue and a groove. You ended up putting the glue into it. You had these webby clamps to kind of clamp them to hold them dry, so that way it ended up being one piece. Then they came up with the second generation, which actually was a interlocking one, which of course was much, much better. The only thing was the core of them, and you can still find those today, is actually more of like a particle board one. It's like a hardened top on there. They're great and everything. The only problem is sometimes if you're putting together, you tap it too hard, you can end up messing up the tongue on there because it's very, very delicate. And if it chips the edges, of course, there's nothing you can do to change it. Now we're getting into the newest generation, which is, this is actually a completely vinyl piece. These, the ones I actually have here, are actually almost a half an inch thick. I like using these because they're plastic, or the vinyl in there is waterproof, so if you end up having somebody that's got a dog or if there's a leak on the floor, it'll last longer. But these, of course, are more expensive. The true water resistant ones, they're $3, $4, $5 and up a square foot when you're getting these type. Now there are other ones that are thinner. I just personally like the thicker ones because they're a little more rigid, especially dealing with some of these older houses that have a lot of bounce to the floor. This helps to even them out, and this just feels more substantial. If you get the thinner ones, which can cost about $2 or so a foot and up, they're good. They're better on like a concrete slab, so you don't have to worry about the moisture coming up underneath it. They just don't seem to wear as well. There's something underneath of it. I call it mapping, where it kind of follows the contour of it. This will be able to actually level it out a little bit if there's some high and low spots in there. So for me, this is a better product. Now again, typically the colors and stuff on this are $3 to $4 or $5 a square foot. But this color right here that we got, which is not too far away from the color of the flooring that we have right now in the house, that's actually the natural flooring. This is not far away, but this will be a good contrast for us to have on the floor for the kitchen. And here's the thing, we have just enough of it here that the cost of this is only $2.40 a square foot. So this is enough to do the kitchen and the laundry room here for about $550. The only thing we need is the laminate, the padding to go underneath of it. So it'll be about another $75. And here, this is kind of funny. When we came in to look at this yesterday, it was on a pallet, and the guy said, well, you need to pay for it. And they'll put it on a cart, pay for it up front, and you can pick it up tomorrow, because we were in my wife's car. When I took it off of it, the thing that was funny is the pallet that it was on. I'm not sure where this pallet was made or the color of, or what kind of wood it is, but it was really interesting. And so my wonderful wife, she went back in to see if it's still there. And this is the pallet here. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is.
It's in good shape though, isn't it?
It's interesting to say the least. So I've got to figure this out. I love the light and the dark on here.
Look at that one.
And stuff that's in there, the knots and things. This is really something different than what you would normally see as a pallet.
Guess
You know,
what?
what?
They throw them out. Somebody
Well,
comes and picks them up.
They've got a bunch in the
So
back.
if you see good ones, you can have them.
Okay, so note to you, if you want to, I see all kinds of pallet projects where people build stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to make out of these, but these are definitely unique. The easy way to do this is just cut this right there and just have short pieces on there and not deal with the nails, because the nails are actually resin, so when they shoot in there, they don't come back out. So that's what we've done today. We've got our flooring and stuff for the kitchen and the pantry, so we've got more work to do. Of course, this week we'll go down and get that squared away. I'm Mark Holmes, and hope you're having a great Sunday. Peace.